I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about.
Oh, and please read my essay. Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. How about if I...
Wait! You're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at any...
good point. Okay, back to the drawing board.
We have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye.
All right, thank you. If you find out...
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has... Okay, then even if we did know something about... After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it? If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like... The balladeer! No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see. Traveler, Paimon, Nahida! Bad news, we just saw the balladeer strolling around. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Surasthana? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the Balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me. A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't...
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal.
Well, I, for one, have no reason to doubt you, considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand the Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer... Plus, he's a former Harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond. Wait a second. Former? You mean, he's... I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth... Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to...
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to... Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch. Nahida, are you... Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, yes. As I told you once before, Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you to... You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twins' details in the Descender category. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to... He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information. Exactly! Or what if... I understand. But sometimes, how things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a... If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it. It's my pleasure, really. You're Paimon's still worried about...
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the balladeer on my behalf, even though he only has a fraction of his full power left. That's still a fraction of a former heart. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside. Great. Thank you. Prepare yourselves.
Wow, it looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Ermin.
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be—
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards. But right now, I'm on temporary—
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm.
Fine, let's call it truce.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make—
If there are no further objections, I suggest— Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection.
Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him. Wow. So this is the Ooh. Paimon's never seen any—
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Teyvat. Every bit of information flowing— Pick your jaws up off the floor.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he's—
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now—
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul—
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted.
Let's go.
Hey, so— What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got— Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, you're—
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
It looks the same in every direction. No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
What a huge...
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access
The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to...
Will do.
For once, we're the ones with nothing.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk? Yes, I've also invited Paimon to...
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our head.
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great! So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladier's a bit of a walking
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some answer. Well done. Smart and attentive as... So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true.
Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out, he can get...
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet.
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was
If you mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono...
Really? Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatarasuna's history.
Oh? How interesting. Those two managed to...
So the Gase got it right?
Well, they guessed right about one thing.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
What makes you think we're...
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said... Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So,
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait! How did you know about that? Didn't Nahida...
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you. Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself. And making cordial conversation is something I can manage. Huh?
This light... It looks similar to those saplings.
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement! You have to
Shh! Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatarasuna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so?
It's...
Whoa!
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has me. Under your leadership, Tatarasuna is a warm, welcoming place. like a giant village. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that the forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find the—
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to— You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you Even now, you remain one of Tatara Suna's key consultants, working right here.
You flatter me. From the outset, I saw much that was commendable in the forging industry.
So you say, Escher.
My good sir, what do you mean?
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected, because I didn't want to speculate. What have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun. This is our— But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does. Otherwise, what?
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yoke.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic.
Why, Mr. Niwa, are you suggesting I find a job as a diplomat? Sadly—
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and— I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death. But what about you?
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Drop the act! We're past that now. Whoever you are, I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers, but—
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
You're a little smart. I thought I'd disguise myself exceptionally well. At least for the first few. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity.
Oh, but you're quite wrong. There is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you took—
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But... this makes no sense.
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. This is all part of a carefully— If you must know, I'm happy to divulge my true identity. I'm a Fatui Harbinger.
The Fatui?
Just to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
That's it? That's why you gave us your cursed technology?
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when my device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the out. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else.
If you give him my heart, he has nothing to prove to anyone. Because...
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target. You simply lost... I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? Mr. Niwa? Already dead. Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade.
Hey,
Dottore. Good.
was that the doctor? Did he... But why did we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to...
Maybe so, but it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means.
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to... So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabukimono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as the mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, after the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion. The mechanic answered. Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you... The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a curse. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him, and yet this very betrayal had ensured his survival. Overwhelmed with anger and
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned...
Yes. Only if he understands...
Dottore, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him!
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be... It won't. I'll keep...
Hey, are you investigating this?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info.
Huh?
The reason why there are records about your sister in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she arrived in this world. Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens responded?
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your sister for a time. I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. All I can say is, did you get all that, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irma.
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now. Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to give me your hand. Can you hear my voice inside your head? No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do is exchange a few words. So tell me, in this world is done.
Huh? What happened?
Nothing. I was just thanking him for helping me. So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance.
Hey! Balladeer! Don't do anything!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than... But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right.
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared! Oh no!
Oh, can you hear me?
Nihida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now?
It was the Balladeer's fault!
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Where the heck did he go?
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here. We're running out of time. Follow me. This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you. I'm sorry, but this isn't something
An emergency? How bad is it?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances,
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the... He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible! Right! You can't just rewrite history! All that stuff, it's like... Imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drink... So, why does Paimon... Huh? Ah! Sorry. Paimon accidentally... But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable! Is that really possible in Ermin? Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. Ugh. Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing... There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise... There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what... Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But, so, how about... Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Munstack grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. And Dragon chili chicken. Oh, also, Adeptus Temptation, golden shrimp balls... What do we... Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember... About... Is that a food, too? What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said? So, the balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds... Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Fine by Paimon, but... Is everything okay?
Ah, it's been a while. Of course. Go ahead. Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of the art of forging practiced by these 5 clans, was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into... But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, if my memory serves me right, you yourself...
Oh, yeah, we were! We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then, too. It seems like such a shame.
That... In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, there is no harm in telling you, but the Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage.
Vengeful? What?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion, and Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day. And overseeing it was the armory officer, knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives. Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphaned son, in his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty Shogun, powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan, which he belonged to. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? On to the next step!
Traveler, it's been a while. If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato...
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato...
What do you think? Shall we go in?
If it were anyone else...
We'll be heading in then.
Hello, dears. Is there something... Of course, traveler. Yet, what would you like to know? Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather bit. As for the Commissioner...
So pretty much business as...
Very...
Well, Got any more questions?
You're very welcome. Miss Kami-san, I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken.
Alright, goodbye for now. Great! Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry.
All right then.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep, everything's taken care of.
Very well. Safe trip.
This. Scenery is wonderful. One with nature. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
The insolent shall be punished.
By royal decree.
You can't run! Well, neither can I. Don't be a killjoy!
Propagate!
I see through you! You can't run! Well, neither can I. Don't be a killjoy! We've only just
Spring
begun.
forth!
That all you got?
The wind knows all.
Out of my sight.
Time to go. Into the wind.
Killjoy! Looks like I went too far.
Out of my sight. Mirror images disperse like water.
Scatter! Wind strike!
You can't die.
Clouds high.
Majesty's winter shall eventually come. This can hurt.
The wind knows me. Scatter!
One year closer.
Verdict is...
This can hurt.
Propagate! Germinate!
By royal decree.
This can hurt.
As you wish, man. Never again.
One after another. One get a little closer. This can hurt.
Scatter! Yeah.
Retribution! Wind Strider!
Oh, it's revealed!
Spring forth! Verdict is... Finally, propagate! This is the end.
Catherine.
Good day, you two.
So, got any jobs for...
With the arrival of the Windbloom Festival, the only task most Mondstadters think of this period as the off-season for the Spring is here, love is in the air, and everyone wants to relax and enjoy themselves. Even the
Ew. You know that feeling you get when you burst out the doors after a nice nap, hoping to make it to the store before the limited edition drinks sell out, only to get there just in time to see the last 2 glasses snatched away?
Perhaps
Traveler, Paimon, thank goodness I found you.
Woo! Sucrose? Go ahead, Sucrose. We don't have anything else to do right...
Phew. Okay. Here's the situation. I've been appointed as the Windbloom Festival's special ambassador. My task is to do good deeds for people during this festival of gratitude.
Nice one! So how did they decide who to...
They spun an empty bottle donated by Angel's Share inside a circle with all our names on it. Whoever's name the bottle stopped at got chosen. I think so too. But everyone said that it was to make it fair, so everyone had an equal chance to become the special ambassador. The thing is, I'm not great at dealing with people, so I was really daunted. Luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped.
Is that a test tube?
Yep, every time I do a good deed for someone, I get them to breathe into a test tube. That way...
Sounds?
Yes. I believe these breaths of joy will serve as valuable raw material.
Darn.
Actually, I can't say for sure until I have more test results to... Anyway, I'm
Oh, is that all you need help with? Just treat Paimon to a sweet madame. Then you'll get your last breath of joy. Hey, come on!
No, let me put it this way. Have you ever... In the same way that those tender, sweet fruits are the product of your time and effort. For example, in my case, similarly, in order to collect a significant amount of joy...
Oh, long story short,
I figured since you're such experienced travelers, Really? You have a plan?
Well, if he's in, then But, if things... Oh, come on, Traveler, this is offensive.
Excuse me, Sucrose? Could I borrow you for a second?
Oh, sure. Be right back.
Wait! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? That's Kale, right? Let's go say hi! Kale! Hey!
Oh, hey you guys. What are the chances?
You were staring into space just now. So,
I was just looking at a Mondstadt children's book in the souvenir shop over there. While I was flipping through it, a piece of paper fell out. The writing on it was, if you can do these things, you may light the lantern of utmost...
And what does these...
Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide who will never get lost. Find one who would never lie. So, 4 things in total. Here, have a look. I asked a lady who owns the store about it, but she said that she didn't know anything. Hi there. Sorry to butt in, but what's the name? Oh, it was called the... That is strange. I've read that book. Do you know her?
Let Paimon do the honors. Kale, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. And Sucrose, meet Kale. She's a trainee.
Hello. Hi.
This is getting awkward fast.
So, Sucrose, what are... without having done any research... but if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a... The only people who read children's books are those with a childlike wonder and imagination. Or children, of course. Would they really do this just to spread lies and ruin someone's... That's a great take! I love it!
Exactly! Who would want to hurt a child?
Okay, so... What do you... If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that can make... I haven't read many fairy tales, so this is pure speculation. With no other information on hand or prior research to compare against. Wow! Her guesswork is really good, though. I want to pick... But... Will she find it annoying if I keep asking her... We've only just met after all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time? Well... Then... What would you wish for, Kale?
Huh? You can't waste it on that. You've got a great person...
That's very kind of you.
Kale!
I know that voice!
Kale! You made good time, huh? You're way earlier than I spotted your green hair way off in the distance.
Amber! Have you been doing well? Did you...
You bet! They're getting yummier each time you make them.
Huh? Wait, remind Paimon?
A long time ago, I had a lot of help, so ever since my Alizar got better, I've been looking out for an opportunity to come back to...
If it's okay with everyone, why don't I take Kale for a walk around town? I'd like...
Of course. Fine by me.
Sure, go right ahead.
I agreed to meet my traveling companions by the city gate in a few minutes, so...
Oh, that's all right. In that case, you guys go rest up, and I'll go see Master Jean to ask for some time off.
Oh, okay.
Traveler Sucrose, could you look... I'll come get her later and take her out. There's still a...
Sure, no problem.
Awesome. See...
You all right there, Kale?
just feeling a little... Amber wants to introduce me to more of her friends. I've only met Sucrose so far. I'm already... I wish I had a... it's nearly time!
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mon...
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it. View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Viastra? No?
Kainari! Cyno! Over here!
Whew, am I glad to see you. And who's this young lady?
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. Wait, Sucrose, this is my teacher, Tainari. He's a highly
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tainari.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable. And this is General Mahamatra Cyno of the Sumeru Academia. He's...
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official position. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Cyno is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity. Just to keep
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming!
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
What about your work, though? What if something bad happens?
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates.
Oh, Sucrose! What were you saying?
I was
was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo.
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me.
Mr. Albedo, but...
Hey, Albedo's here too! Great!
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now?
Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested...
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines?
What new identity?
Mine was Adventurer Cyno, skilled desert explorer. Tainari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders, and Kale's was traveling musician. Very much so.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to what Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture. They make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research
Okay, I got it, but... It takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm...
Then please, allow me to help.
Mr. Albedo.
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poison. If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant... But before that...
Food and lodging arrangements? Were you quietly writing this up the whole time? Paimon didn't even notice!
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled so far to be here, when I myself... Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Monst. Take a look. And should you find anything here to be objectionable...
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board. Wait! Doesn't Paimon's opinion matter anymore? Paimon's
Very comprehensive. The adventurer technological...
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group...
I'll help pitch the tents! I can help too.
And Paimon will take him to Good Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold cut platter is not to be missed.
Great. Then it's the... Sucrose and I will bring the three...
Coming right up. Would you like any?
Do we, want anything else? Yay! So you do? Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet Nani.
All right.
Oh, if that was a Windbloom treat, then Paimon would...
All right, looks like we're all here.
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up. Kali put up the tent so quickly, but I didn't do much apart from...
It's all thanks to Master and Cyno.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? That sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami...
That's correct. Any further deduction?
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also, as far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle texture. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Kale?
No. I just... Sorry.
Tighnari. While we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Cyno, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local... No? Not... Ground, you know. As in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Cyno.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
What hypothesis?
that plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying lifeforms.
Hey! Paimon's not your anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaytun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something? Hey! Not you two!
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining.
Ah, I see. You must have been keeping...
You seem much cheerier now that you're here in Mondstadt, Cyno. Actually, it feels like you're a complete...
That's because I'm Cyno the Adventurer. It's not?
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the...
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something.
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different...
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious. Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windbloom Festival is one of Mondstadt. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windbloom.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale Lily.
What?
Kale's Windbloom. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. There's also Kale Flower, which would technically make more sense. But some...
Moving swiftly on...
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able...
How about you, Cyno?
I came to ensure Kale's...
That's just an excuse. Plain...
Also, there's the matter of a genius invocation.
Aha! So you did have an...
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before? And that is why I am proud. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask a friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori Festival.
Calx?
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
I see. So, you can...
No, that is inaccurate. I came here...
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times.
Not only me, same applies to you too.
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure...
Oh, here he comes!
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels...
Huh. So you're Calx. Cyno's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent...
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are Our conversations have been deep and interesting, and... and given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me...
Wow, your teacher... I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have...
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely, timeless masterpiece.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece.
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like...
I see. So, this hasn't...
my jokes?
I do.
Really? I did...
Yeah, well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is...
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
My nutritional meal!
Will it be okay? Should we go over...
Only the base is burned.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot, though?
I know, it's just... I'm sorry. Oh, yes. I'm not sure. Kale seems a little depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when I... Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle.
Oh, yeah! She's some...
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. But as much as I'd like to make progress in my research...
Alright, we'll help out too.
You will? Then tell... Alright. Let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the city. We're back.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Stop, please.
That bad, huh?
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at...
Tomorrow morning. And you? What?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants to send.
Perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for...
Found you! I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the
Wow, you have
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire safety rule?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since two of our very own... yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain you...
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to...
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure...
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
You asked that last time, too.
I'd say...
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check...
Okay, great!
Still as hot...
You know...
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important...
That's Amber for you.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow.
All right, I'll start
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note. Guess Paimon knows you pretty well, huh? Knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around this time. We can go corner him and make him
Oh, it's been a while.
Paimon called it! Tone-deaf bard, drinking as usual. Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got some important questions. So, what do you make of it?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the Windbloom Festival right now.
Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you...
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good thing. Also, I happen to know once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous?
Whatever. We weren't expecting... You can get back to guzzling wine and...
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happened. Once this is over, would you like to join me for a drink? You know, a favor for a favor. A flower that is not of this world. Not of this world.
Sucrose! We've got some good news and some... Huh? Really? Don't most people... Oh, alright then. Basically, we went to Windwrap. The wind said that the prophecy is real and that your idea is a really good one.
That doesn't sound like bad news. So,
Paimon, blame Cyno. If it's not funny, then it's his fault.
It's fine. Now, back to the other. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur. So, the initial question is, can the flower's origins be... But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category...
Whoa!
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. Albedo may know the answer, but asking him right away, it would render our search for the truth meaningless.
Could it be the Windbloom?
Oh, now that you mention it, the Windbloom doesn't refer to a specific flower. Everyone defines what it means, in which case, the Windbloom doesn't exist in reality. I've made a note. Okay, I better go.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time!
I'll need some time to prepare. Could we meet up here?
Sure thing, but,
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her, but you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. But I'll try to find some time over the next couple days to mention it to... All right.
Wherever in this world. Die roll. I carry memories of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Time to go.
Academia?
It's the academia.
What happened this time?